Okay, that still sends a small shiver down my spine, that noise. I wanted to show this game because it's the first horror game I ever played. It's Friday the 13th for the ZX Spectrum. So basically when I was a kid, for my birthday, I'd asked for a computer to play computer games on. I didn't really know anything about computers. If I'd known more, I might have asked for a Nintendo or something. But anyway, my parents went out and got me a second-hand ZX Spectrum, and it came in this tatty old box that was all taped up, and it had loads of games in there with it. And I remember looking through all the tapes of the different games, and there was one in there, Friday the 13th, and I remember my dad or my mum seeing it and going, "Oh no, you're not playing that one, it'll be too scary." So this game from the outset became something quite forbidden for me. And then one day what I did was, they were out the room, so I snuck the tape into the machine and loaded it up, and I still remember that scream from the first second it loaded up. Well, go on, let's have a look at the game. You'll see it's not really anything to be scared of. And this is it, this is the entire game. Those people down there and the people wandering around are the other campers at Camp Crystal Lake, and one of them is Jason in disguise, which is an interesting concept. And there's weapons like this. I think this is a chainsaw that I can pick up. If I find out who Jason is, I can kill him with the chainsaw, and that's the aim of the game really. Jason wanders around killing random campers, and then eventually he'll come for you, and you've got to identify Jason and kill him. One thing you can do, I just saw that crucifix, yeah, I can pick that cross up. Oh, see that flash there? He just killed someone, very scary. And then I can go into a building, say, let's say this one, and then we'll go over here and we'll drop the cross down there. That marks that area as a safe zone. So now I can go up to the other campers and say, hey, there's a safe zone. So this guy might very well be... I'm pretty sure that guy I just saw there was Jason. Let's see how he's like stalking someone. Yeah, that was him. He saw him try and kill someone. So we know that that's Jason there. So what I can do now is attack. It's very glitchy. The hit detection is terrible. There, I killed him. So there you go, that's the game. You've got to identify Jason and then he'll kill you or you kill him. And then it continues around again. You start off as a different camper and you've got to identify Jason once more. It's not a very good game, I'll be honest. But yeah, I wanted to show it just because it's the first horror game I played that I remember. And, oh, that's Jason again. You see, he doesn't usually come out this quick. Usually you've got to... Oh shit. I'm stuck in this building. Oh, it killed me. It killed me. I didn't really see it, but oh dear, you seem to have lost your head. Ha ha ha. Let's go into this bright pink, this bright magenta church here with this spooky crucifix on the wall. I'm trying to find someone. Oh, there's a person. So I'll show you something else you can do in the game, but I don't think you actually meant to. But you can just be the serial killer yourself if you feel like it, with absolutely no consequences whatsoever. So there's a person here. I mean, if I can get the hit detection to work. There you go. See, I've just killed someone. And the bodies lie around. There's absolutely no penalty for killing people. In fact, it even works better because what you're meant to do, you get points for finding people and telling them where to go. But you can just kill someone and then stand on their dead body and you'll get points for it. So I don't know, it's a new way to play the game. Just murder random people like this guy here. Just kill him if I feel like it. I mean, I don't know why they didn't just make it into like a serial killer game where you played Jason. Maybe that's what they intended at first. Because what I find funny about this game is that the Jason sprite doesn't look anything like Jason, and they say it's Jason disguised as a camper, but it makes me think they intended to make a different game originally. It seems like an odd decision to make a Friday the 13th game where the killer isn't wearing a a hockey mask. It doesn't look anything like Jason. It's very strange. But when I played it as a child, and I think I only played it once, I had no idea what was going on. There were no instructions for it. All I remember of the game was that, you know, I'd be wandering around and then suddenly someone would come out and start trying to hit me with an axe or whatever. So yeah, it's an interesting game. It's not very good. I like the way it's kind of open world, which is quite rare for a game this old. And everyone's just wandering around doing their own thing. It kind of feels quite organic and alive. If they'd done a bit more effort on the actual gameplay, it would have been quite a decent game. Let me show you the C64 version, which I didn't own. But the Commodore 64 owners really got a much better version of this game. I think the palette of the C64 lends itself to horror a lot more. And we'll see, because there's a few different features that make this the superior version. First off, the graphics look a lot nicer. Second thing, you get slightly creepy music. You get that horrible scream every time someone gets killed. There we go, we've got a weapon. And you get some nice spooky looking trees. Although the music choice is a bit of an odd one. This is... what's this? The Teddy Bear's Picnic or something? Let's check in here. Maybe he's in here. Oh, there's a body though. Ah, yeah, so when you discover a body, sometimes you'll get a little jump scare, which is a big improvement over the ZX Spectrum version. It does add a certain something. So yeah, in this version, he's disguised as a random camper, I think. And then when he unmasks himself, his sprite changes and he turns into this guy wearing black. But you'd think if it really was meant to be a Friday the 13th game, they would have him changed to a character wearing a hockey mask, but he doesn't do that. It's just another thing that makes me think they didn't intend this to be a Friday the 13th game. Oh no, this person's definitely following me. See, oh, he's got me. There we go, look, he's... But yeah, similar thing. Oh, here we go, look, he's gonna kill. And there you go, and he's changed back to this girl. So yeah, you can see how Jason kind of unmasks himself. It's very strange, because it's like he doesn't actually look like Jason in any way. He looks more like a generic serial killer. There we go, that was the jump scare I wanted to show. I love that one where the guy was... It's a lot more gory just for not having that picture. I like that. Yeah, there we go, that's Friday the 13th on the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore 64. And an example of very early horror gaming. It's an interesting concept. Anyway, let's have a look at something I've been working on myself. Because I kind of like the idea of that game. It's always stuck with me. I like the idea of something that you could be wandering around and then all of a sudden a terrifying creature could jump out and attack you, and it's the building sense of anticipation, not really knowing when that would happen. That's the kind of atmosphere I wanted to get. So yeah, this is a game I've been working on. It's not much to look at the minute. I'll show you some better screens, but yeah, you've got a little guy wandering around. He's supposed to be holding a gun. He kind of looks like he's holding his dick, and then now and again a spider will descend from the ceiling and start chasing you around. And I tried to make the guy's controls very sort of sluggish, and then the feeling that the spiders would be quite fast. At the minute I haven't programmed anything to happen when they actually reach you, so they're completely harmless. But in the final game, the idea was to sort of have a real sense of anticipation that the spiders could descend from anywhere, and it'll be quite a simple game of grabbing as much loot as possible without being killed by spiders. So yeah, this is the very rudimentary beginnings of Spiders game. It hasn't even got a name, it's just spiders, spooky spiders. I kind of like how it looks so far for a ZX Spectrum game. Obviously the graphics are going to be basic, but I kind of like the concept so far. So yeah, hopefully there'll be a new survival horror game coming out one day, and it'll be on the Spectrum. So watch this space. Alright, catch you next time. Bye.